In the part A of practical number 4, we have seen how to calculate PWM output level for a given duty cycle. Means how to generate PWM wave with 70% duty cycle. To generate the PWM wave with 70% duty cycle, you need to provide PWM output level as 179. Similarly, to generate 30% duty cycle, you need to provide 76 as a PWM output level. This is because PWM output in Arduino is 8-bit value. So 2 raised to 8 means that there will be total 256 values, and if you start from 0, that is going to range from 0 to 255. So this number, that is nothing but PWM output level, is always going to range from 0 to 255 depending upon the duty cycle that you want to generate. So let us continue our discussion on the same topic. Consider this as a voltage signal. So here I am going to mark T on because this is the on time. This is nothing but the total time period, that is T. So with this voltage signal with pulse of duration T on that repeats after every T units of time. So now here if consider the voltage is Vs. So what will be the effective voltage that is going to be generated? So obviously the V effective will be equal to Vs into T on upon total T. Now this T on upon total T is nothing but the duty cycle as discussed in our earlier session. So the ratio of T on by total T is called as a duty cycle of a square wave pulse. So the effective voltage that can be supplied is going to be controlled by adjusting this T on by total T, that is nothing but by adjusting the duty cycle. Now let us develop a relationship between the analog voltage generated, the PWM output level, so that for a given analog voltage level, what will be the corresponding value of PWM output level. So now the PWM output level specified with analog write is 8-bit value as we have discussed earlier. So that corresponds to an effective voltage range of 0 to 5 volts in Arduino Uno. So now let us discuss the relationship between the different parameters. So we know that here this is nothing but our 0 volt, this is nothing but 5 volt. So our V effective is going to range from 0 volt to 5 volt. What about PWM output level? PWM output level is going to range from 0 to 255 for the same values. So PWM output level. So if how you are going to develop a generalized formula for PWM output level? So obviously that will be equal to 255 into your V effective by Vs. So here as we already know the Vs that the Arduino Uno generate is 5. So that will be 255 by 5 into V effective. Now I am going to repeat here, that is 255 by 5 into V effective, that is nothing but our PWM output level. So to supply an effective voltage of let us say 3 volt. So suppose one wants to generate V effective equal to 3 volt. So for that what will be the PWM output level? So according to this formula, if we put the values, you will be going to get 255 divided by 5 into 3. So the value comes out to be 153. So the PWM output level to generate 3 volt as a effective DC voltage, you need to provide 153 as a PWM output level. So this is nothing but the reverse calculation. In the previous part, we have seen, depending upon the duty cycle, how to generate this PWM output level. So in this part, we have seen how to generate PWM output level for given effective voltage. Suppose one needs to generate 3.8 as a effective voltage. So what will be the corresponding PWM output level now? So here, instead of these 3, you need to just provide 3.8 over here and you will get the value. So in this way, the different values of PWM output level is going to be calculated depending upon your requirement and need. So now let us go and write the program for, as discussed in earlier session, to change the brightness of the LED. So in the previous session, we have just seen that LED can be on and LED can be off, but one wants to dim the LED, that is change the brightness of LED. Then the PWM wave can be used, because by changing the duty cycle of that PWM wave, you are going to change the analog voltage generated at that particular pin. So here, depending upon, by changing this T on period, as we have seen, the duty cycle is nothing but T on by T, and if you change this ratio, automatically your corresponding V effective voltage is also going to be changed. So this relation will tell you the relation between the effective voltage generated and the duty cycle. So this is the conclusion, that by changing the duty cycle, one is going to vary the effective voltage generated on the particular pin, and that change of effective voltage is going to provide us, that is dimming of LED or changing the brightness of LED. Now let us go in Arduino IDE and try to develop a code for that. So already I have written the code here. So again, Arduino IDE consists of setup part and loop part, as discussed earlier. So in a setup, here the setup part is just the simple. Here consider Arduino Uno with LED connected to pin number 9 with a biasing resistor. Okay. Then the similar setup is going to be developed in a Proteus, and we are going to develop a Arduino code for the same setup, because to operate on PWM wave, you need to connect your out device to either pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 or 11. So here pin number 9 is chosen. So accordingly, in this code I need to provide, that is LED pin I am going to use is pin number 9. So in the setup we are going to use this, that is pin mode. That is, using pin mode, one is going to declare or configure the pin either input or output in the same manner as discussed previously. So pin number 9 is declared as a output in a setup. That's all in a setup, because we are going to just use pin number 9 for PWM wave generation. Now using the analog write command, and here the we have used the analog write command as discussed in a previous session. So what is syntax for analog write command? So analog write on respective PWM pin number and the corresponding PWM output level. So analog write 9, 0 indicates, obviously it's a 0% duty cycle. So intentionally the delay of 2 seconds is provided to observe the change. Then again the analog write 9,76. So as discussed in a previous session, to generate 30% duty cycle, you need to provide 76 as a PWM output level. Similarly, to generate 60% duty cycle, you need to provide 153 as a PWM output level, and then for 100% it's 255, and again back to 0% duty cycle, which is going to totally off the LED. So in this way, by changing the duty cycle, you are going to change the effective voltage at pin number 9, and we have connected LED to pin number 9 via a resistor so that the LED will experience a dimming effect. So now let us go and put this code on Proteus to analyze the operation. So I am going to verify the code. After verification, it is going to give me the message as done compiling. Now it's ready to work with Proteus. So as discussed earlier in earlier session, now you know how to generate the setup for in Proteus. So here I have taken Arduino Uno, and at pin number 9 I have connected one LED via a resistor, and then here at pin number 9 only I have connected the oscilloscope so that you can observe the PWM wave generated on that pin number 9, because here in the program also we have varied the duty cycle of the PWM wave. So you can notice that you will get this block from these instruments. You will get this block from the instrument with oscilloscope. So it's nothing but the virtual oscilloscope. So virtually you are going to monitor the PWM wave. So now let us put the path of our hex file. So as discussed in earlier session, here you will get the corresponding hex file path. I am just going to copy that. And I am going to paste it over here. Now the Arduino in a Proteus is going to work with the code that we have just discussed earlier. That is nothing but to dim the LED with duty cycle of 0%, 30%, 60%, then 100% like that. So now we will observe the same effect. So now I am going to run this code. So when I press run, I am going to observe here the on digital oscilloscope. I am going, you can see here the duty cycle is going to vary. So intentionally the delay of 2 seconds has been kept. So you can observe the dimming effect on this LED depending upon the duty cycle over here. So you can notice the change in duty cycle. So again it will be 0%. So again the next duty cycle that we have generated is for 30 seconds, 30%. So the same you can observe, that is 30%. Then it is going to change to 60%. So this is nothing but LED dimming effect. So in the next part we will, that is in part C, we will see that is we will put this in a loop so that you can observe this effect with all percentage of duty cycles.